Hey guys, here we are with another episode of Grow the Game, and we're talking a little bit about drills again. And today we're going to talk about a couple passing drills you guys can throw in there or serve receive, however you want to look at it. You have your basic butterfly drill, and a lot of people use it. A lot of people from junior high all the way to high school use it. It's going to be where you have one line here, one line, one line, one line. You have a target on both sides. Okay, you have a target, and you can go in whatever direction you want. Let's just say right now we'll start with 1 and 3 over here. These two lines. We'll start with the being the tossers. Okay, so they toss it to the line in front of them. Okay, and so what they're going to be able to do is just pass it over here or bowl it, throw it, however you want to toss it over to the other line, and we're just going to try to pass to the target. Target becomes back of this line. You just follow the ball and you just keep going, right? So that's your basic butterfly. Now you can grade it on how well they pass. If it's a 3 pass, a 2 pass, you can grade it off of um, their form. I've seen people grade it, you know, we have to get 50 perfect passes, as in perfect as in their form, sticking it, the angle, whatever it is, and then we can move on. And you can put a time limit on. Let's go for 1 minute, see how many perfect passes. We do that in varsity level for me is, trying to shoot for a certain amount of perfect passes in a certain amount of time. I've got it down to where it's not very much where you're missing. Okay. So that's your basic butterfly. Other ones to do. I saw my buddy Corey Harb over at Sapulpa do this as a warm up. I really like it. It gets a ton of touches in a very short amount of time. So you have 4 groups. I call it 4 group passing. No idea what they call it, but let's just say you have group 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2 are going to be the tossers, and this side is going to be the passers. Okay, so then you need a target for each group. This works well for my club team. I have 12, 13 kids, and so you can get a ton of passes, and everybody's getting reps really fast. So I go for bursts of 30 seconds. You go for a minute, you can just eyeball it. But basically, 2 is tossing to 3 constantly, 1 is tossing to 4 constantly. Somebody steps up, and we start with a bowl to start for 30 seconds. So 2 is bowling to 3, 1 is bowling to 4, just trying to pass to the targets. Target is just literally catching, throw it over, catch it, throw it over. So we're just trying to get as many quality reps as we can in that time frame. 30 seconds is up. 1 goes to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 1. And now you start having people who were passers being tossers. Every about 30 seconds, you're going. So you basically pass for a minute worth, then you go over here. So once we go for all 4 of those spots, I then go overhand passing. So they'll throw it kind of like their form hitting or whatnot. They'll go 30-second chunks again, and then I switch it to a float serve. So they have to stand back there and just controlled float serve over to them. You can go down ball, kind of work that top spin, kind of seeing it. So not only do you get a ton of passing reps, but you also then start getting some kind of controlled serving reps in a way. And so you just rotate, and it's just a way to get a bunch of touches and quality reps there. You can make it into a game. You could put some parameters to it, such as we're going to go for 30 seconds each. If you can pass on top of the target's head, then that's 1. We'll see how much each group can get for all of the cycles you go through it. Whoever has the most, and you have nothing to do, and maybe the difference of whatever it is, they have a lot of touches or something, right? You can make it competitive. You can make them go after it a little. Last one I want to talk about is 5-3, 5-3-5. I have seen Coach Tana Smith over at Jinx do this slightly different. I've seen AOC do it. I've seen all sorts of people do it and have their own little tweaks, which I think is awesome. Okay. Now I'm the server. I like to serve how I want the girls to see it. Really hard float serves, maybe a top spin here and there. Serve to certain people. The way I do it, they're in serve receive. Okay, here's the line maybe coming in. Maybe you can have them serving. Maybe your team's that good that they can serve and serve receive. So they're just kind of have this big loop rolling. But basically, what you're going for is in 40 balls. And again, you can change this number to whatever fits your gym. But you're going for 5 perfect passes, or maybe it's not perfect. Maybe it's just 2 or 3 passes, right? Maybe it's as long as it's the 2 or 3, it counts. So 5 just in general. Okay. Let's say they right off the bat 5 perfect balls. Okay. The next thing is this 3. They must get 3 in a row. Okay? And if they don't, let's say they shank one, maybe it's just a 1 pass, they immediately drop. So now you're back at trying to get this 3 in a row. So that's kind of the tidbit is get 5 just in general, 3 in a row, 5, 3 in a row, 5. And what this works out to be is 21. Theoretically, you get 21 out of 40 being perfect passes. Maybe you're okay with it being 2s and 3s. And basically 50% of the time you're getting almost an in-system pass, right? Again, I've seen people take off the 5. It fit their team a little bit better. I've seen them up these numbers, so maybe it's not 5-3, 5-3, 5. It's 5-5-5-5-5. Maybe drop this down to 5-2, 5-2, 5, 3-2, 3-2. There's all sorts of things you can do with this. And so it's a game against not necessarily time, but quality. So you're trying to get these certain amount of passes in a certain amount of balls. I like that idea of not necessarily always fighting against time or another team, but you're fighting against quality and how many balls you get, you've got to make count, right? So thank you guys very much for watching these passes, and I hope you guys can put this into you guys' gym and make them work. Thank you all.